just an employee of StarPick, flown in all the way from my small village in Cape Town. Notice I just looked at the lawnmower. You could hear the lawn. I just looked at him. So my influence in India is really big. It's beyond cricket. It even extends to the garden services here.
Hi, Rohit Nair, co-founder of StarPick.
I'm Tridham. I am the co-founder of StarPick as well, and I'm an ex-Indigo as well.
Of course you are.
Ulf Ekberg, co-founder of StarPick, doing all the way from Stockholm.
And Jonty Rhodes, just an employee of StarPick, flown in all the way from my small village in Cape Town.
So StarPick is a fantasy sport platform. Essentially what you can do is you can play fantasy cricket and several other sports on StarPick. So a point system is created based on the real world performance of the players while they're playing, for example, cricket, and subsequently massive cash prizes are to be won. So that's what StarPick is.
I think the main success behind fantasy sport, as you've seen in the US, is the total engagement from the fans. Previously, fans have been able to sit at home and maybe complain over the coaches' bad or good choices. Now, it's over. You can actually be the coach, and you can decide what team members you want in your team, and it's all in real time, and it's very there's a lot of action and very engaging from the fans, and specifically for the millennials who doesn't have the attention span as us, a bit older people have.
India is a highly opinionated country. I mean, everybody has an opinion. Every game, whether it's Bangalore doing poorly, and whenever Bangalore does poorly, you know that there are some players, there are some people who would say, okay, this guy should drop out, this guy should be chucked out. But here, you are the manager. You decide what happens to your team, and you run and campaign with your team to actually be the winner on StarPick. So in India, this is going to be an absolute grace, because anyway, you know that cricket is religion in this country. And on top of that, you have a platform through which you engage, and not only just engage, very deeply engage and run your team on this platform. So this is going to take up, this is going to be a huge craze in this country.
To not be too technical in it, I think the experience we have in the tech team is over 20 years over time, building different games platforms with billions of users. And we have been very good at building scalable platforms that handles not only a lot of users, but also the security around data information and so forth. We've been very good at that. So we're coming with a lot of knowledge, which is needed also in such a very important platform like StarPick. And we have built a platform which is very easy to adapt to the needs of the fans. So obviously now when we are launching, we're going to listen a lot to what the fans need, and if they miss something, we will add it to it. It's going to be a very fan-driven platform, not only from a game perspective, but also from a technology perspective.
Now, I think we spoke about player engagement, player as a user or fan engagement, and to make a sort of educated choice with regards to picking the team. You know, I've seen, as a cricketing coach, I have seen real passion for the game in India. I've also seen a lot of criticism of the current players and the current team, and so a lot of people have been saying a lot of things. Now they can put their money where their mouth is. Hopefully as an employee, a humble employee of StarPick, that is part of my role. So one is, Ulf spoke about the ability to change and adjust and react to what the users and the fans are looking for from an interface point of view. and that having that flexibility is obviously key. But then the second thing as well is being able to provide my insights from a cricketing perspective, and then secondly is being able to, on the platform, provide to the players, the users, or information on every game that's coming up. Yeah, pretty tough because games depend on which wicket you're playing, and every ground has a history to it for various players. So to allow the people to make, the players and the users to make an informed choice with their teams, because it is a game of skill and you need to be able to equip them. So a part of my role will be the coach, no longer of now one IPL team, but of all the players. I mean, it's exciting, it's really exciting. You know, you kind of think, well, as a humble employee, I have a far greater reach.
Kicking off with IPL, and then we're doing the India-England bilateral series in England, and then we do Asian Games, and then we do English Premier League, World Cup, and next year we will do a lot. I mean, we would introduce sports like Formula One, Tour de France, the other football leagues like La Liga, Bundesliga.